Good morning, everybody. Welcome to High Altitude Yoga. My name is Danielle, and it is always my pleasure to practice with you, especially after taking last week off. I am so ready to continue doing yoga with you guys. A couple of quick announcements. YouTube channel, as always, if you don't get a chance to watch this recording in fully, please head on over. It's High Altitude Yoga. Subscribe for updates and leave comments, share it, like it. Yoga is always free of charge. I would just love to support you in any way that I can. So please share these videos. You know, Instagram also has the IGTV as well. So this will be recorded and put up on Instagram TV, and you can watch it at any time that's available to you. Again, please share it, spread the word, spread the love, and always, always feel free to take a picture, shoot me a photo of you guys doing yoga. I love to see that, and leave comments. Let me know what else you're looking for so I can be a resource to you. Okay, if you tuned in last night for some myofascial release, you may have noted we were having some technical difficulties. So we're going to incorporate some of those same movements into this morning's class so that if you felt a little off balance after leaving your mat yesterday, we can hopefully pull you right back into balance. And if you weren't part of our class last night with Yoga Moves Us, which is also a wonderful organization, please head over there and give them some of your love as well. Then you will get to be introduced to some release in the front body. And we're going to start with coming down onto our mats today. As always, modify your practice however you need to. I am here simply to be a guide and not the the ultimate deciding factor to how you practice. So you'll notice I'm sitting up on a blanket. If you have a couple minutes, feel free. We're going to do some breathing exercises. So if you need to skip out for the first few breaths and go grab a couple props, feel free to do that. Another thing we're going to be using today is a rolling pin. Or if you have one of those sticks, I ask that if you have something that's kind of free-flowing like this, okay, grab that. If you don't, I'll show you some things you can do just with your own hands. And then a block or some sort of tool that you can use to help you with balancing poses, and we're going to do some myofascial release with that. Water bottle also works really well in place of a block. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. You can take cross-legged or legs wide, up or off of a prop. If you're on a prop, come right up to the edge so that your hips can spill forward, and then root down through your pelvic floor. So really ground yourself down into your mat at the same time. See if you can grow just a little bit taller. Let your hands come onto your knees, and we're going to flip the palms up. I do this as an energetic and symbolic representation of receiving. So as we open up the front side body today, really do some heart openers, some chest openers, and hip openers. I find for me that when I can get the front of my body open, I am more comfortable, but also a little more open to just receiving and listening and growing. And so I invite you to do the same, however you'd like to visually represent that in your practice today. And let's start by taking a couple of breaths. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and then big exhale through the mouth, allowing the shoulders to melt. Let's do that 2 more times together. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Inhale. Big sigh. Good. 4-part breathing. So we're going to take an inhale breath with the lips sealed. And then I want you to hold it at the top. Couple pointers. You can dip your chin, constrict the back of the throat. So you're sealing off the breath from the top, and at the same time, draw your belly back and lift your pelvic floor. Take an exhale breath through the nose, keeping the lips sealed. And then hold it at the bottom. Inhale, breath. Hold. Exhale, breath. Hold. Inhale, breath. Hold. Exhale, breath. Hold. One more time. Inhale, breath. Last round. Hold. Exhale, breath. Hold. And then allow your breathing to return to normal. And take one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Feel your breath from top to bottom and side to side. And I invite you to take a moment right here to pick something that you would like to meditate on during your practice. So it can be in remembrance or in appreciation of a particular person, known or unknown. It can be something you feel compelled, called to do, to learn, to listen to share. Or perhaps we're going to look a little deeper inward today and dedicate our practice toward using this heart opening to create some space and facilitate change within ourselves. And pick just one thing. Feel it here, feel it here. Take it in with the breath. And set everything else aside on the exhale. We'll take one more breath together. Inhale. And exhale nice and slowly. And from here, release the hands down by your side. Putting any props within reach of the front of your mat. Excuse me. And let's come to all fours. Grounding down through the hands, stack them under the shoulders, and let the knees rest right under the hips here. Take a big inhale breath, let the chest move through the arms, dip the back, stretch the belly. As you exhale, scoop the belly in, really round through the back, maybe even rock back and forth. Inhale, breath. Belly drops back, sways. Exhale, breath. Two more times. Inhale, cow position. And exhale through to cat. Good. Inhale to neutral spine. As you exhale, pull the right foot forward, runner's lunge. Tuck the back toes under for support in this first pose. Take an inhale breath, reach the arms all the way up. Pull up from the hips. And as you exhale, interlace the hands behind the head and lean back. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, release all the way back down. Take the back foot, spin it so it's toward the wide, long edge of your mat. Walk the hands over to the left. Keep the left hand down. Shoot that right leg out, nice and long, landing on the inside arch. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead. And then as you exhale, pull the chest through, lean back, push the hips forward. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, circle sweep the arms all the way around. So you're essentially taking that same stretch, but on the other side. Stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, fold over this front leg. Swing the left leg back so that it is in a runner's lunge position. Wiggle the right foot over. Stay for the half splits. Inhale here. Exhale here. Stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, move into runner's lunge. Plant the hands, inhale back into a tabletop position, take a cow, and as you exhale, scoop through to cat. Inhale, breath, cow position. Exhale to cat. Inhale to neutral spine. Exhale, runner's lunge with the left foot. Tuck the back toes under for support. Inhale, pull the arms up. Pull the hips slightly forward. Exhale, interlace the hands and lean back. Elbows wide, stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, drop the hands down. Right foot swings behind you so it is touching the long edge of your mat. Walk the hands over to the right. Place the right hand down, lengthen through the left leg, arch side down. Inhale, breath, sweep the left arm overhead. And as you exhale, pull the chest through, bottom rib cage comes forward, spirals forward, push the hips forward. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, circle, sweep the arms all the way around. Left hand, left leg, right arm overhead. Inhale here. And exhale here. Stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, arms come down, finding a runner's lunge position with that right leg. So swing it back behind you. Stay for the half split. So the left leg is long. Inhale, let the chest come through. Pull the belly back. Exhale. Inhale back into runner's lunge. Exhale, tabletop position. One more round just like that. Inhale, cow position. Exhale through to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale here. Chest comes through. Inhale, toes tuck, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands interlace behind the head, lean back. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, hands come down, swing the back leg toward the long edge of your mat. Walk hands over to the left. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead, bicep to ear. Pull the chest through, hips forward. Circle, sweep the arms all the way around. Stretching, same stretch, other side. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, half splits. Inhale here, chest bright. Exhale, pull the belly back and fold. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale, breath, cow position. Exhale, cat. Inhale, runner's lunge. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands behind the head. Lean back. Try not to grip the mat too hard with your toes here. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, drop the hands down. Swivel the back foot toward the long edge of your mat. Walk the hands over to the right, lengthen through the left leg. Inhale, reach the left arm overhead, push the hips and chest forward. Exhale, circle sweep, come to the other side. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, half splits. So adjust your legs into a runner's lunge stance. Let the hips drop back, flip the left toes up. Inhale, bright chest. Exhale here. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, step back, tabletop. Now take your tabletop wide, move forward into this like knee push-up position. Take an inhale here, push the ground away, pull the belly in, and then as you exhale, drop all the way down to the chest. Take the right arm out to the side, left hand into the chest like a kickstand. Inhale, breath here, and as you exhale, pull this left leg up and over the right for a twist. Okay, so ideally in this twist, we're opening up right away getting into that front side body a little bit deeper. So since you can't see what that arm's doing, I'm going to show you on the other side. My arm is out and my legs are stacked, my hips are stacked. If this isn't enough for you this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, whenever you're practicing, try placing the arm at a 90-degree angle and take it that way. Okay, so you do what works best for you, what's going to give you maximum benefit, minimum strain. Take one more breath. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, roll through center and switch directions. And then you might find, I know for me, this is always a challenge. There's that that really particular part of my personality that wants to do the exact same thing on both sides, because then my body's not even, right? But bodies don't work that way. We are asymmetrical beings. So if you find that doing the 90-degree, that cactus arm on one side was really awesome, but you're not quite there on the other side, then take the straight arm approach or vice versa. Okay, and that goes for any part of your practice. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, roll back through center. Good. Okay, from here, push up, tabletop position. Plant the hands, spiral the upper arms forward and tuck the toes. Inhale, breath, and exhale to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Okay, hug the shoulders and the underarms up and onto the back. Like I said, pull your upper arm bones in and back. Plant the knuckles down. Take one more breath. Again, pedaling out the feet. So we're still going to open the back side of the body here, but we're really focusing on getting the front open today. And then on the next inhale breath, let's take that right leg nice and high, and then bend the knee and open up the hips. You can do this from tabletop if that works better for you. Big, wide circles with the right knee. Good. Inhale back to a straight leg. As you exhale, tap the knee into the nose. Just a little crunch right here. And then step forward, crescent lunge. So step toward that right hand, widen your stance a tad, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Right away, come high on the back toes. And then as you exhale, sink nice and deep into the front lunge. And then reinvigorate that back leg. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, clap the hands together, thumb to the nape of the neck. Pull the elbows in, really firm up that back leg, and then lean back. Again, we're not trying to death grip your mat with your toes. Toes are definitely going to help with balance, but what's going to help more is really turning on the inner thighs right here, pulling them toward one another, pushing through the back leg, keeping nice and strong through the legs here. One more breath. Good. Inhale, release the arms back up. Exhale, sweep them back. Right away, interlace the hands, let the chest come forward. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, shift your weight forward. Drag the back leg off the mat just for a moment here, balancing warrior 3, 2, and 1. Step the legs together, take the feet wide. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, forward fold. Good. Shift the shoulders onto the back. Bend the right knee. Start to straighten through the left leg and then tap the right shoulder somewhat toward that right knee. Doesn't have to touch. Inhale back through center. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop the hands. Allow them to sort of give yourself a little massage through the back side of the body all the way down. Hands touch the mat. Toes come together. Inhale, look up halfway right here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Take the right hand, grab a hold of the left elbow, and as you exhale, bend over to the right. So elbow's great. If you prefer to take the wrist for a little tug, you can take that. This is just a way of me preventing tugging, especially since we're still kind of warming the body up right here. Lift the kneecap, spiral the thighs back. Really push down through the outer left foot. One more breath, shoulders drop. Inhale through center, switch your grip. So left hand, right elbow. Bend over to the left. Inhale, lift the front of the hips and the kneecaps at the same time, and then lift through the arches of the feet. So we're talking about a lot of lifting to bend, and that's going to prevent the compression in the body. So we want to remain open in these side bends right here. Inhale back through center, and exhale, hands to heart, and then by your side, Tadasana. Stand strong, come back to that purpose. What brought you here? What are you meditating on your mat today? Continue to let that flow in through the breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, back to modified plank. We're all going to take this on the knees to start right here. So find your plank and then drop the knees down. Now for a visual, I'm going to show you with my block between the shoulder blades right here. We're going to do what are called scapular push-ups. Okay, so pull the belly in, keep this modified plank strong, and then push up between the shoulder blades. Notice my arms are going to stay straight. I'm going to drop back down. Inhale here. Exhale, push. Inhale here. Exhale, push. We're working through retraction and protraction of the shoulder blades. Inhale here. Exhale, push. Inhale here. Exhale, push. Give me 2 more just like that. Belly stays firm. Inhale, breath. Exhale, push. Inhale, breath. Exhale, push. And inhale back to neutral. Okay, if you used a prop like me, go ahead and remove it. Come forward for modified plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the chest high. Reach the hands back toward the hips. Plant the toes and knees down. Inhale, peel the chest off. Locust pose. So strengthening the back body to open the front body. Inhale, breath. Dip the chin. Exhale, lower down. Hands under shoulders. Push back to that modified plank again. Tuck the toes, hips back, and high downward facing dog. Upper arm bones in, so firm them in and draw them onto the back. Scoop the belly, roll the inner thighs back. Inhale, take the left leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Big wide circles with the knee right here. Inhale to straight leg. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose, little hold. Step toward that left hand. Stay high off the back knee. Inhale. As the arms reach up, come high onto the back toes. And then as you exhale, lunge into the front leg and then reignite the back leg right here. Okay, release the grip. I don't know about you, but I grip my mat all the time with my toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, clap the hands, thumbs to the nape of the neck. Pull the elbows together. Now, draw the thighs inward. So you're really turning the inner thighs on. Reignite that back leg and then lean back. That little micro adjustment is going to help us balance as we look up for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale here. Exhale, swing the hands back. Interlace the hands once again, but this time opposite hand on top. And you don't have to pull hard with the arms. You can stay gentle right here if your shoulders aren't up for it yet today. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, lean forward, lift the back leg off the mat. Warrior 3. Right away, drop the right hip, knees down, toes down. Maybe even flex the foot right here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, step the feet together. Take them wider than your hips. Inhale here. This is a good opportunity to grab a prop if you're using it between the hands for a little more shoulder mobility. And as you exhale, little bend in the knees, forward fold. Good. Shoulders down the back. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, release again, little self-massage on the way down with the backs of the legs. This time, stay in your fold, right hand to center, maybe even on your prop. Bend the right knee. Take a big inhale, breath, sweep the left arm high. Exhale, breath, stay here or fold the top arm behind the back. Grab the hip crease, draw yourself long through your spine. Okay, as you release, big inhale, exhale, come all the way down, switch sides. Left knee bends, right side body opens up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, stay here or take that fold, that wrap behind the back. Draw long through the spine. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, slowly release. Come all the way back down. Heel toe the feet together. Bend the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Option 1, right hand to left elbow. Option 2, right hand to left wrist. Bend over. Good. You can also drop an arm down if that feels better. Oh, that feels really nice today. One more breath. Inhale back through center, switch sides, so grab the right wrist or maybe drop that left hand down and just let the right hand do its thing. Pull the front hips up, so draw the belly button toward the spine, lift the kneecaps. Keep it strong through the whole body right here. One more breath, drop the shoulders, and inhale all the way back through center. Good. This time as you exhale, hands come down by your side. Draw the thumbs to the nape of your lower back. So here's your sacrum. It's across your lower back above your tailbone, below the curve in your lumbar spine. So feet are just a little bit wide, not super wide right here. Stand tall, push the flesh down. Inhale breath, roll the thighs back. And as you exhale, lean back. So it doesn't have to be a really big lean back here. Now, if you already have a pretty deep back bending practice, you're welcome to take hands overhead. Maybe even draw the feet together and take a deeper back bend right here. A little more of like the hot yoga, Bikram yoga style back bend. Okay, again, you do you. Give me one more breath. And inhale back through center. Good. Exhale, breath, slowly sort of fold, draping yourself all the way down, and then heel toe the feet together. Inhale, look up. Exhale back to plank or take a modified plank on the knees. Scapular push-ups, round 2. Push through the heels, draw the sternum forward, stack the joints. Inhale here, exhale, push up between the shoulder blades. Inhale, breath, exhale, push. Inhale, breath, exhale, push. Inhale, breath, exhale, push. Just 2 more right here. Inhale, exhale. Notice my elbows aren't bending. Inhale, exhale. And then inhale, high to tippy toes. Exhale, maybe taking it to the knees first. Lower down to the belly. Hands toward hips. Toes down, knees down. Lift the kneecaps. Inhale, peel the chest off. Fly the hands, fly the feet. Locust pose. Look down. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Exhale, lower the legs, hands under shoulders. Option 1, tuck the toes, lift the kneecaps, push all the way up, nice and strong to that high push-up. Option 2, take it to the knees and maybe back to tabletop. Inhale here. Exhale, hips high downward, facing dog. Good. Inhale, take the right leg nice and high. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Step all the way through, crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Good. This time, exhale, draw the right hand back and the left hand forward. So working a little bit more into this front left hip right here. You can stay here, or if you want that balance challenge, take the right hand toward the back leg, flip the left palm up, lean back. If you still want more of that balance challenge as we continue to open the front body, look up towards your top hand. Draw the shoulders back. Give me one full breath here. And as you exhale, swing the left hand back, right hand forward, shift the back foot flat, warrior 2. You might have to wiggle this front foot over. Now push the knee open, arms wide. Left hand comes toward the back leg. Take your right thumb, find a spot right here in between your rib cage, your intercostal muscles. Push just a little bit. I like to come a little further back than forward. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, push and then lean back. So getting a little myofascial release in right here. Inhale back through center, find another spot in between the bone. Exhale, push into that soft spot, not super hard, and then lean back. Gonna take that 2 more times. Find a spot. Inhale here. Exhale, push and lean back. Continue to lunge into this front leg. Pull the knee out. Don't let the legs go slack here. Okay, we're still working. 1 more time. Find a new spot. Okay, maybe even really far back right here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, push, lean back. Slowly release. Inhale, open up the arms. Legs should be burdened a little bit here. Flip the palm, and on the next inhale, big lean back, reverse warrior. Exhale, breath, side angle. Elbow can drop to knee. Left arm overhead. Stay here or take the right hand down, maybe using a prop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extend the top arm overhead. Pull the ribs we just worked on forward, and then shoot the tailbone long. Ignite that back leg. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Shift your toes so you're facing the back of your mat right into triangle pose. So lean, 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 lean. Left arm to shin or prop. Grab it if you need it. Take the right arm high. Okay, right away, opposite rib cage comes forward, and then pull your hips up towards your ribs. So we're keeping the belly firm, supporting the back. Inhale, breath here, lift the kneecaps. Exhale, take the top arm overhead, Utthita or extended triangle. Inhale, breath here. Then exhale, breath here. Inhale, breath, come all the way up. Shift your toes around to the other side. Flip the palm, big inhale into reverse triangle. And then as you exhale, come through center. Take hands to hips. Shift your gaze and your hips forward toward the front of your mat. Take the right foot across your mat to the right so you have a wider stance. And then, boop, bump the back foot up easily halfway up your mat, okay? So we're coming into pyramid pose. Hug the right hip back and then roll your inner thighs in toward one another. Firm them up. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Okay. Inhale, breath right here. Exhale, breath right here. One more inhale. As you exhale, shift your weight forward. Pick the back leg up and off the mat. Now, I want you to grab a hold of your prop. Okay, we're not going to really work the standing splits yet. We're going to come into a little workout for the hamstrings, and I'll explain why in just a minute right here. So flare the toes, maybe a soft bend in that front knee, and we're going to use this prop as our guide. You can even take it up a little bit higher. Again, water bottles work. And when you're ready, pull the belly in, bring the chest forward, lift up just about halfway. Keep the back leg strong. Lower, tap the ground. Lift up. Lower, tap, belly strong right here. We don't want the back doing all the work. Drop the left hip a little bit. Lift up. Lower down. Lift up. Use the right leg to draw that movement. Okay, so try and take it out of the back. You can still be using your back and your belly, but I want the leg working. Tap, give me 2 more. Lift, woo! Tap, lift, oh! And tap or fall all the way to the ground. Good, now stay here. Kick the left leg up, take that standing splits option. Inhale, breath here. And as you exhale, nice big, 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 big step back. Runner's lunge, drop the left knee down. Take the right foot all the way over. Inhale, breath here into lizard, and exhale, right knee is going to drop out to the side. Okay, so I'll show you this from the front as well. You guys, I feel like every time I teach these classes, you get to see me fall so many times. It's amazing. Good. Inhale, breath here. Good. Now, stay here, or right hand to the inner thigh, little push. So I've been working on strengthening that space between the scapula and all across the back through the locust pose. So we're using the strength of our back to facilitate opening of the heart. Okay. Stay here or bend the back leg, reach for the toes, take the quadriceps stretch. 3, 2. Last one. And slowly release. Good. Okay, find that runner's lunge once again. Inhale, breath here. And exhale, right back into a tabletop position. Okay, step 1 foot at a time to the back of your mat. Come into your plank or modified plank. Scapula push-ups once again. Belly in. Push between the shoulder blades. Back down. Push. Back down. Push. 2 more. Push. Last one. Push. Inhale forward, sternum forward, maybe knees down, drop to the belly. Hands back, toes down, lift the kneecaps. Inhale, lift the chest, lift, lift. Look down, fly the hands, fly the legs for 3, 2, and 1. Hands under shoulders. Remember, you can go to top of a push-up or to the knees. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, take the left leg high. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose, hold it. Step through, crescent A, high lunge. Inhale, breath, arms reach up, thighs draw in toward one another. And as you exhale, Bring the left hand back for a twist. So again, to maintain our balance, we pull in toward the midline with the legs. So keep the legs strong, relax the toes. Stay here or take that balance challenge. Left hand to back leg, right hand flips up, reach up. Okay, so you can feel that nice big opening through the front hip, okay, through the right hip. Stay here or take the balance challenge, look up towards your hand. Okay, now if anything distracts you from really opening through the hip, like, oh my gosh, I'm so worried about balancing that I don't even feel a stretch, then look somewhere else. You don't have to look up. Give me one more breath. Relax the shoulders. And as you exhale, warrior two. So right hand back, left hand forward, spin the right foot flat. Okay, I'm going to shuffle my left foot over so my heel intersects with the back arch. And I'm going to pull my front knee out, 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 out. Myofascial release. Take the right hand to the back leg. Left thumb, okay, hitchhiker's thumb. Take it into a space. Just find any little soft spot between your rib cage right here. You don't have to push hard. We don't want to push on bone. Okay, so we're hitting the intercostals right here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, little push, lean back. Inhale, back through center. Little push, lean back. We're going to do this 5 times. Back to center, take your time, find a spot. It can even be one you've already gone over. Push and little lean back. Ooh, that was a good one. Inhale back, keep firing up this leg, just 2 more. Exhale, push and lean back. Ooh, that was a doozy as well. 1 more spot. Inhale here. Exhale, push and lean back. And release, arms wide. Soft shoulders, pull the knee out, flip the palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale to side angle. Elbow can drop to knee. Right arm up. So you can stay here or take the extended version. Left hand can come down. You can also take extended with elbow on the knee, your choice. Sweep the top arm overhead. The ribs we just worked, pull them through, lengthen through the whole back side of the body right here. So by lengthening and strengthening with the back body, you're allowing the front body to open up just a little bit more right here. Inhale, breath. Stay for the exhale. And inhale, come all the way up. Straighten through both legs. Swivel the toes toward the back of your mat, right into Trikonasana, triangle. Hips move back, right arm reaches long. Now lift your kneecaps, lift the arches of the feet. Plant the right hand down, take the left arm up. Good. So we're going to do the opposite. Remember I said we're strengthening the back to open the front side body? What I actually want you to do right now is think about doing a little crunch. So pull the belly in first, lengthen through the back of the body, and then open up through the chest. So pull the bottom rib slightly forward right here. Maybe take the top arm overhead for that extended triangle option. Lift the knees for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Good. Come all the way up. Swivel the feet around, facing the front of the mat again. Flip the left hand up, lean back, reverse triangle. Inhale here, and exhale, back to center. Hands to hip, hips and gaze, and chest forward. Okay, so take this front foot, wiggle it toward the outside edge of your mat, wide across the mat, take the back foot, hop it up at least halfway up your mat. So we're looking for a short and wide stance, okay? Inhale, breath right here. And as you exhale, roll the thighs back. So strong through the legs. It's okay to have a soft bend, but keep it strong. And then forward fold. Okay, maybe even grab a prop underneath the hands right here. Tuck the left hip back so the right hip can come forward. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath here. Good. On the next inhale, start to shift your weight forward. If you have the prop, keep it in your hands, but maybe just change the height of it. You know where we're headed. Okay, moving into sort of like a standing split stance, but we're not going to work the standing splits just yet. You guys will probably get to see me fall again. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to do that hamstring work for the left leg. So find a little soft bend right here. Flare the back toes. Both legs are strong. And then you pull the belly in. So we're going to use the back and the belly, but we also want to work this bottom leg. So the back's not doing all the work right here. Lift up, lower down, tap. Lift up, lower down. Told you get to see me fall. Lift up, lower down, tap. Now you can always change the height if you need a little bit more. Lift up, lower down, belly firm, lift up, lower down. Doesn't have to be big. Give me 3 more. Up, down, last 2, up, down, last 1, up, and down. Awesome, standing splits. Kick the left leg nice and high. Big inhale here. And exhale, large step back. Drop the right knee down. Take the left leg wide. Hands to the inside. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, shuffle the knee out. Good. So again, we talked about previously using the strength we've been building in our backs through locusts and those scapular push-ups to facilitate opening of the front of the body. The same goes for the legs. We're going to work the quadriceps a little bit in just a moment with some myofascial release. But a lot of times, in order to gain a little more opening in one muscle, you have to activate the other muscle, okay? Flare these toes, left hand to the inner thigh. Try not to hunch in this bottom shoulder. Lift the chest up, push the knee out and twist. Good, okay, so we're hitting the hips, which is amazing, especially since we've been working the front of the hips, so it's good to get that stretch in the back of the hips right here. And then stay here, or let's start to warm up that quad, right? Go ahead and bend the back leg, reach for the toes. Okay, if this isn't working quite yet for you, don't worry about it. You don't have to take this option. Inhale here. Stay for the exhale. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release. Come all the way back. Find your runner's lunge. Inhale, breath here. And as you exhale, instead of going back to your plank, what I actually want you to do is whoop, step both feet forward and sit down. Grab a hold of your rolling pin if you're using one, a water bottle that's round, cylindrical if you have it, or just your hands work. We're going to release those quads right here. So sit nice and long on your mat. Shake the legs out a little bit here. So remember, we worked the hamstrings. Now we need to stretch the quads. So the hamstrings can activate a little bit to stretch the quads, but I like myofascial release a little better. Okay, grab your tool, whatever you're using, and roll it out. Good. So if you don't have a rolling pin or one of those sticks, okay, there's all sorts of different brands and names. I use rad rollers. I find them to be really, really great tools. But there are a lot of companies making some really, really good tools out there. If you don't have one of those, rolling pin or tool, grab a water bottle and roll it. And then if you didn't grab a water bottle before we started our practice today, you can just do a little flushing with the heel of your palm. Okay? It's not often that we take the time to do this for ourselves. First of all, most of us just like somebody else to massage our muscles. But we're already here, so we might as well dig in. Okay? It's not going to feel the same as getting a massage, but it's still going to feel pretty good. I like the heel of the palm. You can kind of get into some spots that a roller can't quite get into. Pausing right there. Okay, if you do have a roller, okay, you don't have to just do this flushing. You can also go across the fiber. Okay, so this is like with, across. You can do the same thing with your water bottle. Shake a couple more breaths to do that. Good. And then either keeping this tool in your hand if this is all you brought today, or grabbing a hold of a separate tool. I'm going to use my block to demonstrate. Don't forget to drink water. Okay. We're going to release the front side of the body, specifically the chest area. So again, if you were with me last night or if you've been in any of my myofascial release classes, I talk a lot about how yogis, we do a lot of push-ups, we do a lot of chaturangas, a lot of down dog, a lot of overhead. We work this area pretty heavily, not to mention that we're a lot of our day-to-day activities are in this space right here. Okay, so a lot of times we're like this, which is why we strengthen the back body to facilitate and encourage this to open. Okay, but sometimes that's not enough. It's still so tight right here that no matter how strong our backs are, we can still only get like right here. So if you want to get here, let's work some myofascial release. Grab a hold of your tool. I'm going to use my block and I'm going to show you two variations to do this. One of them is going to be sitting and one is going to be lying. I'm going to show you the lying one first. I'm going to take the small edge of my block at the lowest level, face it toward me. Now this is a really delicate area. We have sternum right here. Okay, you've got breast tissue and some very thin layers of skin, fat, fascia that lay over bone or bones with thin muscle. So we're not trying to penetrate too deeply right here. And the reason I say do this lying down or seated is because you might find that doing it seated gives you a little bit more control of how much pressure, how deep you push through there, okay? So I'm going to place the block right about sternum level, not too low. You don't want to get the xiphoid process, but come up a little bit. Okay, so I say it's about nipple height or so. Okay, and I'm going to place the edge of the block right there in this Sphinx pose and just lean a little bit into it. Come back up. You can shift your weight down or shift the block forward and do that again. So I'm going to show you one more time this way, and then I'll show you in a seated position what it looks like. Okay, and you can come all the way toward the clavicle. Again, the higher you get, the thinner the tissues are. So I would recommend that you stay a little bit lower. And instead of going all the way up, if you do, just do it, tread very gently, go across the body. So you can see that I'm coming across now into more of that pec area. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a seated position. So I'm essentially taking the edge of my block and I am using it to do release right here in the middle where my sternum is. And then you can come up high, but when you get up too high, it's really just like bone and it doesn't feel good. Okay, so instead of going all the way up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a spot, move back down, and then go across. Okay, and you can push, push, push. And you'll notice that over here, you can actually go a little bit higher. Okay, less is more. Come to the other side, do the same thing. Okay, if you have access to a wall, you can do this against a wall. And if you don't have a block, a tennis ball works. If you happen to grab your roller, you can stick it in your armpit right here and do a little bit of pushing this way. Okay. I do wash this roller before I bake with it. A lot of times I just have I have 3 or 4 of these at my house. They get used for all sorts of things. Myofascial release, Play-Doh, obstacle courses. I'm telling you. Go to the Goodwill. Grab yourself one of these. They're great. Okay. You could flush this area out a little bit. Okay. Maybe right before you start baking. People can walk in and watch you bake. Watch you do this first and look at you really strangely. I'm not going to say it hasn't happened. Good. Okay. Take a couple more rounds. And then when you're ready, we're going to be back on our mat. So place your props in a spot where you can access them. Okay. And we're going to come first into this tabletop position. Tuck the toes, find your down dog, so hips nice and high. Take an inhale, reach the right leg high. And then as you exhale, crunch it in, step through warrior one. Spin the back foot flat, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, cactus the arms out, and just sort of notice what kind of space you have right here. One more breath. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, airplane the arms out, shift your weight forward, pick the back leg up and off the mat, warrior three. Toes down, hips down, kneecap down. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, swing the back leg forward, bring hands to heart, cross ankle to knee, sit back. Interlace the hands behind the back or grab the elbows. I'm going for elbow option today. We just did all that work to get the front body open, the chest open. So this feels really, really nice. Good. Inhale, stand up. Release the left leg down, reach the arms high. Inhale here. Exhale, big swan dive, down, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, big step back to plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest. Fly the hands back. Toes down, kneecaps lift. Inhale, locust pose. Float the knees and toes. Look down. Exhale, lower. Push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, crunch it in, step it through. Warrior one once again. Inhale, breath. Push through the outer edge of the back foot. Exhale, cactus the arms out. Hold it here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, airplane the arms out. Shift the back heel off the mat. Warrior three, lift the right leg. Toes down, knees down, hip down. Inhale here. Exhale, swing the back leg forward, hands come to heart. Figure four, right ankle, left knee, sit back. Inhale here. Exhale, either interlace the hands or grab opposite elbows. Try a different arm on top this time. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, stand up, release, reach the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, modified plank, drop to the knees, drop the chest. This time, bend the knees, reach right hand and then left hand back for the ankles. Flex the feet or grab the tops of the feet. Walk the knees together. Inhale, breath, lift the chest. Exhale, kick up and back into the palms of the hands. Holding for 5 breaths right here. Locust, the one we've been doing, is a great substitution. 4 and 5. Slowly release. Good. Push up. Tabletop. Tuck the toes. Come upright so that you're sitting on the shins. Hands to lower back. Push the flesh down. Notice this is the same thing we did in that standing back bend. Inhale, chest comes forward. Exhale, breath. Squeeze the thighs toward one another. Let the hips drop forward. Walk one hand at a time for the heels if that's in your practice. Continue to draw the hips forward. Really open through the chest. Let the head drop back. Four and 5. Hands to lower back. Inhale, come up. Arms by your side. Sway them back and forth. Awesome job. Good. From here, come down onto the shins. Walk the knees forward. Create some space between the feet so that you can sit back. Here's where this blanket's going to come in really handy, or your block. So you can sit directly on that and hang out here in hero's pose. So we did some release of the quads. We did a lot of stretching of the hips. We've done some back bending to open up your torso and some myofascial release and stretching to open up your chest. We are primed right here to do a reclined hero if that's in your practice, with or without the support of a prop. However, if there are any restrictions in your body right now that don't allow you to recline back, you're still going to get a lot of benefit out of just hanging out right here. Again, with or without the prop. Prop is the first step, I believe, in this pose. For me, as a runner, I'm very, very sensitive with my knees. So I like to start with a prop and check in with my body and see how I feel. And then if I feel pretty good, I remove the prop and I sit a little bit lower and then I check in again. Sometimes you got to move these runners' calves out of the way first. Okay. Now, if this feels good, then feel free to take it back. Okay. If your ankles, my ankles are a little tight today, again, from running, so I'm going to hang here for just a moment, and then I'm going to work my way back. We're going to be here for quite a few breaths, so you have the time to really dive deep into this pose. Good. Now you can always take this one leg at a time as well. If you are reclining back, drop onto the elbows first. Again, baby steps, check in with your body, see how you feel. Still feeling pretty good? Great. Let's take it all the way back. Okay, now if you have a back bend practice that includes some back bends that are entered in this type of position, maybe on the forearms, taking that forearm wheel, you are welcome to work your way into any variation on these poses, including, like I said, just doing one leg at a time right here or staying upright. And we're going to take about 3 more breaths. And use this time to come back once again to that intention, that dedication that you made at the beginning of class. Last breath. And propping up onto the elbows. Slowly work your way back up. Good. And all the way up. And I'm going to come into tabletop first and just kind of shake everything out. Tuck my toes under, stretch that out, and then spin the legs all the way around. Shake them. And just a quick seated twist right here. We're going to do a gentle twist today. Feel free to take another variation. Come into a seated position, right hand to left knee, left hand back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Swivel around, other side. Left hand to right knee, right hand back. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Again, inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to center. If you have a prop you're working with, if you have 2, even better. But if you just have 1, I would encourage you to place it behind the shoulder blades as we come into our final pose that's going to take you into Shavasana. And you're welcome to stay here for your Shavasana or skip it and go straight there. Since I have 2 props, I'm going to use one as my pillow for my head and one as a way to facilitate just that last little bit of heart opening right here. So this is going to rest behind my scapula. Pat yourself on the back, figure out where your shoulder blades are. Bottom edge of the block lines up with the bottom edge of your shoulder blades. Start with the knees bent. Again, checking in with the body, seeing how we feel in each variation of this pose. Let the head drop back. If you need to go grab something under the head, do that now. I'm going to let my arms come out wide, palms facing up, and then once my body feels ready, I'm going to go ahead and lengthen my legs all the way out. If you prefer to take a butterfly pose with the legs, toes together, knees wide, that's a great option here as well. And I invite you in this moment, this space that you've created, to tap into the vulnerability of heart openers. Of allowing all of our imperfections to come to the surface. Find some acceptance in that space. And acknowledging that we are not symmetrical, perfect beings. We can bring back in that person, that goal we had. Perhaps that movement we're drawn to do, we're called to. And know that we're not perfect as we move toward it, as we aim for it, but that by acknowledging our imperfections and the things we don't know, we allow progress to take place. We allow ourselves to falter through the steps of reaching that goal and to grow and learn with every mistake we make. Let's all take one big inhale breath here together. And the full exhale breath. You're welcome to stay here, or as you're ready, gently make your way to the side of your body and up to a seat. Allow the hands to rest on your knees. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Draw hands to heart. I invite you, moving into your week or weekends, your day or evening, to come back to what it was that you set for your intention during your practice today, and make one small step into turning that abstract meditation into a concrete action, no matter how small. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.